And as that relationships get strengthened, then the illusion starts to fall off. We start to see and accept ourselves as a divine being. And it doesn't matter what we look like or what our, whether I'm accomplished or I'm not accomplished, we start to see that, okay, I can feel the presence of God in my heart. I can feel the love in my heart. And the mind quiets down, and we start to realize we're all expressions of the absolute. We're all different. It's like God is a master painter and is using the brush to paint this painting. And we're just different expressions of this painting. Therefore, I'm perfect because I'm God's painting. So I cannot not love myself and accept myself if God wants me to be exactly in this way. So in that attitude, that whole thing of I don't love myself or I don't like myself goes away. It's no longer an intellectual understanding. It's an experience. We're experiencing it. Does this make any sense?
Oh boy, way too much sense. And it hits really home with me because I'm constantly dealing with the awareness of loving myself, the need to love myself more and more. But me personally, when I run into financial challenges, I start to lose patience. And I don't understand that with all the personal growth that I've gone through and been through and continue to go through, that certain energy has not been able to change. I'd love your opinion on that.
For me, it all goes to, whether, when I'm teaching in Scandinavia, I go to Europe a lot, and in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, they don't like the word God. And they think when I say God, they're thinking about maybe this authority with a older man with a big beard, and he has a stick in his hand, and if you think about sex, he's going to beat you up. So, but when I say God, I'm referring to the living spirit, the presence, her majesty, the supreme soul, that which runs the show, that presence that's been here before Bruce and Zarathustra were born, and it's going to be here after they're gone. There is an intelligence that is running the show. There's an intelligence that is having these different planets to circle around each other and not collide with one another. There's an intelligence that is turning the day into night, night to day. Summer goes to fall and fall to winter and spring. There is something who's much greater than Zarathustra as a person that is running the entire universe, which Zarathustra is a part of it as well as Bruce and everyone else. So, reason I explain this part is, for what I'm going to say, is I trust in that. I trust in God. I trust in that intelligence that knows what it's doing. And my finances are dependent on the will of God, is that I can only do so much to the best of my ability to do well financially. Where I'm referring to what you just brought up as far as the finances, when things don't go your way or you're not doing well in that area, you may not love yourself. But every time I fail, I just look at it this way, that if things went my way, I would love it, but things didn't go my way. So it's God's will that things didn't go my way. So obviously, the spirit, the living spirit, knows better than I do. So I trust in that. So everything comes back into this space of trusting. And then in that, there's no the mind doesn't arise, and there's no beating up of myself. Everything quiets down because I'm in this deep trust that all is well and everything's taken care of. And you know very little about me. I've had 5 near-death experiences.
Wow.
And when you do have 5 near-death experiences, 5 times you're very close to go to the other side. And you're in the final moment of your life. Something snaps inside you. Something shifts, because you can see that there's a greater intelligence, or God has saved you in the last moment.
Wow.
And when that happens over and over again, you surrender to the will of the Spirit. And you know all is well and everything is taken care of.
Wow.
In the same token, you will do whatever you need to do. You do your best from the highest level of intelligence that is available to us. In fact, I wrote something in one of my books, The Lightning Notes of Zarathustra. It's like quite often, you know, when we have a project and the project fails, we beat ourselves up that I shouldn't have done that. I made a mistake. I should have gone that direction, But the fact is that in every given moment in our lives, or your life or my life, every decision that I make, the decision happened in this moment. And always we're making a decision based on the highest level of intelligence that is available to us. And whether it leads to failure or success, it doesn't matter. It's like, for instance, I would never go, if I go marry somebody, I'm marrying someone hoping that this is going to be a great life and we're going to be together forever and we're going to love each other and we're going to have great sex and we're going to have great kids and we're going to have a wonderful life. I will not go marry a woman with the thoughts that I hope one day I walk into my bedroom and see my best friend is making love to her in my bed. I am not going to go into this marriage union with thinking that I hope it turns to be a disaster. I'm going into this marriage union with the hope that it's going to be wonderful.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm making this decision of entering into this marriage union from the highest level of the intelligence which is available to me. Now, whether it's going to go right or sour, that's something's out of my hands. So it's the same thing with any aspect in our lives. We're always trying to make the best decision we can towards whichever goal desires we have. But whether it goes our way or not, that's God's will, or the Spirit, or the universe decides on that.
You know, Zarathustra, I can spend, weeks with you talking about all this. It's been amazing. What I'd like to do is, I'd like you to give out the way that people can reach you, and tell us a little bit about the event that you have coming up out in Los Angeles in October, and the kinds of things that you'll be sharing with the lucky people that will have an opportunity to meet you and be with you in person.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I do have a few events coming up. One is on September 24th. It's in Woodland Hills Hotel in Los Angeles, as well as October 15th at the same location. It's a group healing event, and which is fifth dimensional quantum healing, the modality of healing I practice. And there would be energy work, psychic surgery, shamanic exorcism, sound healing, all combined with a series of active meditation. So I will be doing these two group healing events, September 24th, October 15th, and followed by a 2-day workshop on October 21st and 22nd. The first workshop is to discover your inner peace and overcome anxiety. And the second day, I'm going to be teaching how to heal yourself and others. They're all going to be in Los Angeles. I also do have a webinar. I created an academy. It's called Fifth Dimensional Academy of Higher Consciousness. I do give a free broadcast every Tuesday from 10 in the morning till 1:30 Pacific time, till 11:30 Pacific time. Everyone is welcome to join in. They can find me through my website, which is Zarathustra.tv. So
spell that for them. Spell that for them, please.
It's Z-A-R-A. It's Zara. It's like the clothing store called Zara. Z-A-R-A-T-H-U-S-T-R-A. Zarathustra.tv. Zarathustra is the name of the ancient Persian prophet from ancient Persia, current Iran. So they can also find this name on Google. Zarathustra.tv is my website.
Well, this has been really an amazing show. You have put out information that, even somebody, like myself, who has been at this my whole life, I've never quite heard that before. It's opened up a new state of consciousness for me that I can look at and learn and grow from. And you've been a really wonderful guest, and I really appreciate it. And I hope that we can find a way to stay together one way or another, stay in communication with each other. And if there's certainly any way that we can ever work together, I'd really look forward to that.
Well, thank you very much, Bruce. It's my pleasure to be a part of your show. And yes, I look forward to meeting you in person and future collaboration.
Wonderful, wonderful. Zarathustra, thank you so much for being a guest on the Bruce Starr Show here at 95.9, 106.9 FM, and 960. Thank you again.